when Geelong had it. Dean goes towards the half-forward zone. No one can pick it up. Another chance for Marcoux on the ground for the first time in the game. Going for a hand pass back. Chance for Jeffries. Can't take it yet. Bruns picks up now. Comes down the member's flank. It's a high kick. At the back will be Blackwell. Tried to punch it away from Turner. Taken by Montgomery and lost. Picked up by Turner. Turner swings back on the left foot and hooks into a vacant half-forward position. It bounces badly for English. Oh, a touch of the fumbles there by Buse. Couldn't get it away cleanly. The umpire will bounce.
Well, that was a bad fumble by Andrew Buse, and I think Jack, I detected young Peter Dean kicked a drop kick up the other end. That's the first one I've seen it. He went for a low stab pass, and it's the first one we've seen for years. Here's Buse trying to make amends. He snaps at the goals. Back goes Perovic, drops the mark, goes in after it. Now he ducks back across the face of goal. After him is Darren Morgan, but Perovic kicks wide to the boundary line, over the line out of bounds in front of the main scoreboard, which shows Carlton on 6-9-45, Geelong on 2 goals, 6-18.
Although Geelong had the breeze in the first term, Carlton held them to 2-2 and kicked 2-1 themselves, and they set themselves up to take a good lead in the second quarter. Bright coming through, that loses the ball near the boundary line, gets offloaded, and we'll see another boundary throw-in taking place in a position which will be about 60 metres out from Geelong's goal. On the outer side of the ground, adjacent to the scoreboard, showing Carlton leading by 23 points.
Andrew Buse, a hand pass to Bruns, the two little fellows combining there for Geelong. The kick comes down towards Jackson. Out he comes, the ball punched away by Glasgow. Here's Terry Bright, left foot, and out of bounds on the full. And Geelong have not had a lot going for them today. Two of their star players are off the ground in John Mossop and Scratcher Neal, and not likely to return. I think that Neal was suffering from concussion after being downed in the first quarter. John Mossop went off holding his head. Now we're not sure what's wrong with him, as we see the kick coming towards the half-back line, punched away by Flanagan, who's trying very hard since taking over in the ruck when John Mossop went off.
Goal kickers for Carlton, 2 to Johnson and 2 to Madden. They're the major goal kickers, and for Geelong they've only kicked 2 goals, one by Bright and one by Jackson. Chance for English out there on the half-back zone, with Geelong trying to get it forward now. Bolton had a go, picked up. It was out of bounds, the umpire said, so the ball will go back to that scoreboard area over there for another boundary throw-in.
Right in front of the main scoreboard, as Jack said, and Geelong have not played well today. They've left it to too few. They've got too many players down. Rod Ashman has been all over the ground picking up kicks at will. Perovic's been a great player. Bruce Reed's been a great player. Here's a chance for Andrew Buse, though, as he snaps at the goals, and he has put it, touched off the boot, said the field umpire. So bad luck to Geelong as Buse. I wondered why Doyle wasn't that desperate as he went back after that one. He must have known it was touched off the boot. Scoreboard 6-9 Carlton, Geelong 2-7.
Doyle kicking in towards Jones. It comes to ground. Morgan after it, so was English. Chance for Bright, kicked out of his hands though. Ashman, as Peter spoke of before, doing well again in the third term. Kicks the ball up toward Meldrum. It's running toward the boundary line. I thought it was out, yes. The umpire a little bit late on the scene to indicate another boundary throw-in. It's on the centre wing position, outer side of the ground. So in a neutral position. Boundary throw-in. Jones and Big Flanagan. Jones got it down. The umpire said a free kick going the way of Darren Flanagan.
Flanagan on centre wing, and we've seen a number of those free kicks today, for those ruck infringements. The kick comes down to Jackson. Doyle from behind tries to punch it away. Here's a chance for Morgan and O'Keefe. O'Keefe was held then. In they go after the football. In the forward pocket is Blackwell, caught with the football, and the umpire will come in and bounce the ball to the hoots of the Geelong supporters, who felt on that occasion that O'Keefe was held.
They've had a lot of hooting to do today, and they've certainly done it very well. There's the bounce taking place. Jackson has a shot toward goal. It's a goal for mine. Yes, it's his second goal. So Jackson kicks his second goal. Geelong have only kicked 3, so not a great deal to start celebrating about. You want a lot more yet, because Carlton 6-9-45 leading Geelong by 20 points on 3-7-25 on 7's big lead.
And at least Mark Jackson has shown, look at him, showing a lot of spirit as he runs right up to centre half forward, trying to egg his teammates on, and that's what they need. They want a burst of about 3 or 4 goals, and Jackson, good luck to him. That was a great goal as he took it from the bounce and kicked it through uncontested. It wasn't good defensive play by Carlton. David Parkin wouldn't be too happy as Big Flanagan. That might lift them a little bit, but here's Glasgow on the left foot, hooking it back towards the half forward line. Jeffries against Dean. Dean's been a very impressive player today. He's only a young player, but he's going to be a real player in the future. Goes for the hand pass to Marcoux, but straight over the line and out of bounds.
Boundary throw-in taking place in a position which favours the half-forward flank for Carlton on the outer side. The ruckman at Flanagan, who took it from the boundary throw-in, tried to get it down to Bruns, who comes out of the pack again and hurried off the boot. Looked like Tui kicking the ball out of bounds on the full. It was a hurried kick on the left foot. It was Boss, in actual fact, who made that mistake. So the free kick going to McConville on the half-back flank for Carlton. The breeze still very strong here at Cardinia Park. McConville's kick being held up and floating toward the boundary line. Boss up in front. Once again it went close to the boundary line, and now a chance for Bruns. Tackled well by Buckley, nearly a throw. The umpire called it exactly a throw.
Why did he handball to him, Jack, when he was surrounded by two Carlton players? Unbelievable, as we see Jimmy Buckley, who's been a reasonably quiet player, but gee, that's a beautiful kick. Up to Dean. Over the back was Jeffries. Flanagan was held when he didn't have the football there, and it must be Darren Flanagan's kick. He's normally a booming kick. Let's see what he does with this one. Nice kick towards the centre of the ground. 2 against 1 again. The one nearly won out in O'Keefe, was taken away by Reid. Reid to Johnson. He's caught with the ball. Knocks it on cleverly though to Buckley. Buckley caught. Back to Johnston. A knock on by Johnston to Corker-Mealis. Over to Glascott. And here they come again. It's Ashman caught with the ball. And that will be holding the ball. The first mistake Rod Ashman has made all day.
Free kick to Jeffries at the half-back position and going for the hand pass to Malarkey. When you've got the big breeze behind you, I don't know that that's very wise. Malarkey kicks across the ground to the half-forward flank. The ball in the open half-forward zone for Geelong. Morgan overruns it. Dool loses his footing. Here's Jackson. Couldn't get the boot to it. Dool wins out. Got it up to Perovic. Perovic gets a hand pass over to McConville. And McConville can see a couple of loose players out wide. One's Marcoux, but he can't take the mark near the boundary line, and the ball is out of bounds on the full.
Marcoux trying to claim that he touched it. That's shocking forward play by Geelong. That loose ball. Carlton did everything wrong. They still couldn't get it. Ray Card. Who to? Who to? Straight out of bounds. And Geelong are not playing good football. When that ball was kicked down before to Jackson, 3 Carlton blokes slipped over, and Geelong still weren't good enough to get the football, Jack.
No, they didn't have enough backup there, Peter. Did not have enough. Reid trying to get it away, picked up by English. He kicks back towards Corker-Mealis, but once again it's over the boundary line, so we'll see another boundary throw in.
Sorry, Jack, go on.
Going to say on Seven's big league scoreboard showing 6-9-45 Carlton, Geelong 3-7-25.
Flanagan battling his heart out. I've full marks to Flanagan. There's Glascott, a kick straight up in the air. Ashman again. I might have been out of, but no, he's taken the mark. He has been magnificent today, Rod Ashman. Played very well against Fitzroy last week, of course, was Carlton's best player. It's on centre wing. Marcoux runs away without the football on that occasion. Still on centre wing. Dean gets in the kick. Was that a mark? The umpire said he held it long enough. A doubtful one to Jeffries, but he didn't really have full control of it. He's on half-back flank. He's going down the centre of the ground. They need a little bloke down around Jackson to help out when the ball hits the ground. Now here's Bruns. Centre of the ground. He should have kicked it. Goes for the hand pass to Bright. Bright to Peak. Now this should... Peak's got fumbled the ball and taken away by Perovic, and that's how well Geelong are going. Over to Ashman again. He's having a picnic. He kicks towards centre wing and Glascott. He gives it across to Corker-Mealis, and Corker-Mealis goes short towards Hunter on half-forward flank.
Hunter will play on now on the left foot. He swings back, drives into the open goal. Fraser Murphy's there, but so is Jeffries. Neither take the mark. It's on the turf. Another chance for Geelong to get out of trouble, and they've been in heaps of it too. But it's all Carlton down here. There's Glascott, and there's also Ashman. Glascott plays on. Well tackled by Peake. The umpire calls play on. Flanagan tried to run through Jones, but left the ball behind. He can't pick up cleanly. Ashman again picks up. He's got his own football out there, it does appear. He finds Hunter. Can't take the mark. Brunge is there. Got hit by Montgomery. It comes out now. The ball rebounds out of the pack. Another chance now for Geelong to come forward, but Carlton are pretty strong. Buckley gets the ball over to English. He's up on the half-forward zone. There's a short pass. Poor kick by English, but luckily for Carlton, it doesn't go out on the full, and it's a boundary throw-in.
Yes, and that's the only weakness in English's players is disposal of the ball sometimes, Jack.
The left foot.
Well, on both feet sometimes. He doesn't always make use of the football, but he gets the ball a heck of a lot. Here's Marcoux. Taken away, though, by Dean. Dean straight up in the air. I don't think the umpire will call play on here. No one gets away. Now it's Fraser Murphy. A beautiful hand pass over to Hunter. Into the open goal. Great play by the little rover, Fraser Murphy. 2 goals to Ken Hunter. And a very valuable goal for Carlton into this strong breeze. 7 goals and 9 Carlton. 51 to Geelong 3-7-25.
Yes, Geelong making every mistake in the book today, Peter. And they're not playing good football, but they're also playing, making some shocking mistakes, aren't they? They're doing everything wrong.
They've got nothing out there at the moment. They've got Flanagan battling his heart out. Of course, Malarkey's battling hard, as is Jeffries down there. Their forward line is to be, just non-existent.
Centre bounce. Jones and Flanagan. Jones got it down. Peake takes it, kicks it back toward the half-forward zone. McConville doesn't take the mark, but followed through very well to give it to Perovic. He looked for Dool, couldn't find him. Chance for Reid. Give it to Jackson. Jackson goes goalward. It's going close. Close, but not close enough. Only one behind. Terry Bright couldn't get back in time to take the mark, and the ball drifted through for one behind only. So Geelong off target also. Geelong 3-8-26. Carlton 7-9-51, and a short pass from the full back position finds Montgomery. It's just a mark, I thought, too.
Well, barely the required distance, but still off the side of the boot. Oh, that's bad football. Probably suit Carlton, but still, it's not a good spectacle. But conditions are windy, but you expect more from league players. One player I did forget to mention, trying hard for Geelong, and played a great game, as Brian Peake. Now here's Andrew Buse, comes away with the football, goes for the long moving torpedo. I think, hit the post and might have been touched anyway. And at 1 point, they need more than that though at the moment, as we see Geelong move on to 3-9, 4 goals behind the Blues on 7-9. Now, if they could score 3 or 4 quick goals, if they're up with them at three-quarter time, Jack, well, you never know what's happened there. Jack did the right thing.
Yes, he ran out and got the ball and gave it to Bruce Dool. So Bruce Dool kicking in from full back again. A good kick toward Reid, who sets himself, got unbalanced as he went to try and take the mark. The ball runs out of bounds. I don't think it was touched. I
don't think it was.
That should be a free kick to Geelong, but the umpire hasn't indicated the ball being touched, but he's going to throw it in.
Unless Reid touched it when he ducked the hand back there, Jack. There's little Buse again trying to crash his way through. He ducked the head and received the free kick. He's almost on centre wing. Now he should look down for Jackson. He's one out at the moment. Out he comes, punched away by Dool. Glascott. Down goes Glascott as he copped one across the head. We're used to seeing David Glascott hit the turf.
Yes, he's down a fair bit. He gets a lot of free kicks too in so doing. Glascott taking this free kick only about 40 metres out from Geelong's goal. He'll be looking for the hand pass back. We got one out to Dool. I thought he would have given it to English. Dool drive to the wing position. Meldrum's there. There is a chance for the man at the back. It's been well roved too by Drum, who drives into the half-forward zone. Blackwell did well, but it gave a nudge in the back, and the umpire, who was well positioned, picked it up very quickly.
Yes, Michael Turner has been a fairly quiet player. Started off very well in the first quarter. Has been pretty quiet since then. He's yet to score a goal. He's going to run close to the man on the mark here. Drop punt. Hooks it slightly and through, but gee, ran close to the man then, Jack.
Yes, I don't know why they get in so close, Pete, to the man on the mark, because that makes the ball pop up in the air. They can't get enough penetration in the kick. Geelong 3-10, Carlton 7-9. You're on Sevens Big League from Cardinia Park. No mark taken on the outer side. It's Buse coming through again, up towards Jackson. A chance here. No, Dool thumps it away. Flanagan steps towards goal, but it's through for only one behind.
Another point to Geelong, but they're not misses that they should possibly scored goals. A lot of them have been rushed. They've kicked 3-11 and Carlton have kicked 7-9, but Carlton defence has been far too good. There's Dool out to Perovic. Perovic's been a terrific player today for Carlton. He's hardly put a foot wrong. He's right back in form, and that's what Carlton want. Perovic in tip-top form. Up towards centre wing it goes. Dean, player we mentioned earlier, now Drum. He's trying hard. Hooks it back towards half forward. Morgan against Perovic. Taken away by Morgan. That was well done to little Bruns. Bruns kicks it towards Jackson. Out he comes. He'll get a free kick. Into the back went McConville of Jackson. Down he went. And Mark Jackson's already kicked 2. And it's not very often he gets a free kick. This is one.
Yes, he's earned that one. You were dead right. McConville was into his back and got ridden right into the ground. I see Perovic, Big Warren Jones leaving the field as Jackson's in the hands of the trainers. And his replacement is Big Madden. So Jones off and Madden on. And Jackson with the ball only 35 metres out from goal. And if ever Geelong needed a goal, it's now. They're only 3 goals 11 to Carlton 7-9. Geelong in the last use of the breeze in his third term on Sevens Big League. Jackson goes goalward. I think he's missed it though. The umpire ran right across to say only one behind. So Geelong 3 goals, 12, 30 points, still trailing Carlton by 21 points.
You know, the strange thing, if they had they could easily have kicked a couple of goals, they'd be right in the game, Jack, because anything can happen with the breeze. It can die down. There's Madden who just come on the ground. And, well, he's looked a better player today, Justin Madden. He's taken a couple of really strong marks. That's a good mark taken by O'Keefe on centre wing. And they're doing all the attacking at the moment, Geelong, but they just cannot convert up forward. Now, he should go the drop punt down. He's going for the long kick at goals. And Jackson's caught between 2 Carlton players. And there's Madden again to take a good, strong mark. And you must be very impressed, Jack, with his marking today.
Yeah, they're very hard to take today up top, Peter, because it's very gusty and the ball's floating around. I've been very impressed with the marking of Reid, too, for Carlton at the half-back position. But they're hard marks to take. And Madden took it well. He hand passes on very quickly. And Ashman receives another one. And a free kick, another blue on down there. Terry Bright involved. Or was it Bolton and Glasgow? But the play continues up on the wing position, and Meldrum gets Carlton moving, but the umpire bringing it back again. Another infringement. I was trying to watch both of those. It was Bolton and Glasgow involved in that bit of a melee, and now the ball will come back toward the centre of the ground. The free kick will be taken by whom, I'm not sure. It's going to be relayed back. It's going to be taken by Tui, is it?
Tui was the player in fringe. It was held when he didn't have the football after he disposed of it, Jack. He's on centre wing. He's about, that's a packed forward line. Jackson has led. Out he comes, punched away by Dool. In goes Turner, taken away by Corker-Millis. In goes Darren Morgan, and the umpire will come in and bounce it on a very, very crowded Geelong forward line. It will take a miracle to score a goal out of that pack.
7-9-51 the Carlton score, and Geelong 3-12 for 30 points, trailing by 21 points. Bright trying to get set up to take the shot at goal, can't do so. He's still in possession, has a left foot snap, but the umpire said the ball was kicked out on the full.
No, the umpire played holding the ball against Terry Bright.
Oh, when he went like that, I thought he said he was out on the full. I wondered how.
No, he said holding onto it too long. There's the kick towards the half-back line. The ball is thumped away. In goes Bolton against Buckley. Hard after the ball goes Jimmy Buckley, and half-forward flank. The umpire will come in and bounce it again. Now, this is about 40 metres out from the Geelong goal. They should give Jackson plenty of room, but they must have a little rover down there to help him out. There's Wayne Johnston on the left foot, a floater. Lovely mark taken there by Mark Boss. I think he's all right. I thought he might have overstretched there and done a hammy as he kicks it high. Lovely kick too. Jackson's got the sit. Up he goes. Couldn't take the mark. Morgan on the left foot snaps at the goals. There's another one coming up. A point, I mean, to Geelong. And that is point number, is it 13? Yes. 3 goals, 13. 31 to Carlton. 7-9-51. And not a lot happening at the moment, Jack.
Geelong have kicked 1 goal, 7. And we're nearly 18 and a half minutes into the third term. 1 goal, 7 for the quarter. And Carlton have kicked that 1 goal through Hunter.
Out towards the half-back line. There's another good mark to Perovic. And that could be 15 metres against Damien Drum. No, he's just sent back on the mark, Perovic, towards centre wing. They're missing Mossop at the moment, Geelong, with his aerial ability. As we see, who's that? Malaki, a long way out from goal. In fact, there's hardly a player on the Carlton forward line at the moment.
There's no one within 60 metres of goal. Anyhow, Jeffries and Dean are down at the half-forward zone, and no one else back further than that. Picked up and kicked by Morgan, but was smothered in the pack. And another chance now for Carlton through Marcoux to get the ball moving, but it wasn't a very long kick. Madden couldn't claim the mark. Been hurried out of the pack. A chance is it for Reid to pick up. Picking up now, he hand passes back upfield, and Buse gets a hand pass working. Here's a chance now for Tui to get it in toward the forward zone, but a poor kick goes into the forward pocket, then runs out of bounds. So Geelong not using the ball very well. They're not using the breeze very intelligently either, Peter.
No, he had a perfect chance to put that ball right down the goal square to Jackson there, and it was a shocking kick. There's Jackson doing the ruck work, taken away by Dool. A chance now as Morgan snaps at the goals. Now, was it a point? Another one on the board. That's point number 14. They move on to 3-14, 32 Geelong. Carlton 7-9-51, and at the moment the game a real bore.
1 goal, 8. Geelong, 1 goal to Carlton in the third term on Sevens Big League. 20 minutes have gone, and English taking the mark just inside the boundary line. English on the back pocket position, or nearly half back flank, going up toward the centre wing with a floating kick where 2 Geelong players compete. and could have been a free kick for in the back, but the umpire said no, a boundary throw-in will take place on the centre wing position on the outer side of Cardinia Park Oval. Time clock, 20.5 minutes into the third term, and Peter McKenna wasn't wrong when he said it's a bore.
Centre wing, Bright tries to get in the kick. Still buttering up after it, gets in the hand pass. Taken away by Malcolm Reid. Bruce Reid went for the mark. Now it's Brian Peake, who's been a good play today. Taken away from him though. That was good strong play for Geelong by Tui. Really put his body in there and deserved a kick. He's almost in the centre of the ground. Let's hope he can do a better kick than the last one he did when he hooked it out of bounds. He's going for that kick. This side he kicks it right towards the forward pocket. Up goes Jackson against Dool. Dool thumps it away. Michael Cole, tons of pace, lies on top of the ball, too strong. And once again it was 2 Carlton players against 1 Geelong. Mark Koo hooks it back towards the centre wing. Card has the ball taken away by his teammate Boss. Now it's Meldrum over to Wayne Johnston. He runs up towards half forward. A pass looking for Dean. Out comes Malarkey. All could have run through Dean there. Hand pass by Drum. Meldrum, beautifully done, Paul Meldrum. A lovely hand pass to Ashman. Will he get the bounce? Now he does. Easy as you like it, he puts it through for a goal. But that's a goal. You can mark that one down to Meldrum because it was his great play.
Great piece of work by Meldrum on that occasion. Carlton take another firmer grip on the game, if I could use that expression. Carlton 8-9-57, Geelong 3-14-32 on Sevens Big League.
Well, Ashman has been in absolutely... What's his stats now? Kevin O'Neill, our statistician. He's
on his second pair of boots.
22 kicks, 6 handballs. That's 30 possessions and has kicked, 1 goal, is it? 2 goals. So that's not a bad day's work, Jack.
Lovely. Well played, but a great piece of work by Meldrum on that occasion to give him the goal. Flanagan gets the ball down, taken by Morgan. The kick by Morgan, not a good one, but it comes down to the half-forward zone where Geelong have a chance to play on now. It's been Cole taking the hand pass from Busen. They've messed this one up again. Taken by Reid. He's in trouble. Comes out to O'Keefe. He hooks it back into the forward pocket. It's going to bounce badly for Dool and Jackson, and it bounces straight back over the boundary line. By gee, they can make some mistakes, like I said earlier.
Shocking performance by Geelong, but even so, they have had a lot of the play in this quarter and have had chances to score goals.
They've had 17 shots to 17.
Well, and yet they're well behind, but still, it's not a fair indication of the game. Carlton have been far too good, as we see Perovic break away, had no one to kick it to. It's Murphy eventually trailing behind Damien Drum. He's a very strong player, Drum. Gets away with the football, almost tackled, gets in the short one. Lovely defensive play there by Des English. That could be holding the ball. No, said the umpire. And now it is held to the Geelong player, Andrew Buse. And the bounce will take place halfway between the forward pocket and half forward for Geelong.
Big Madden getting the tap down. Buckley running away with the ball on the right foot, drives up towards Hunter, but Hunter won't get there before the ball has drifted over the boundary line for a free kick to Geelong on the outer side. Nearly wing position. Malarkey with the ball for Geelong. Should come in towards centre half forward. He does that, but the breeze pushes it out towards the flank.
Down towards the pocket where an easy mark is taken by McConville. He gets it across to Glascott. Glascott has Blackwell running past on the left foot. A beautiful pass by Blackwell to Montgomery. Montgomery to Ashman. Here he goes again, Ashman. He's on centre wing, has a casual bounce. Now onto the left foot. He kicks it wide towards the half-forward line and the ball will bounce over the line and out of bounds. We've been playing 24 minutes into this third quarter. Carlton doing it easily at the moment. 8-9-57 to Geelong 3-14-32.
25 points between the teams. Carlton leading, and they're an attack as Hunter taps it out. Tapped out again too by Madden. No Carlton play. Yes, Fraser Murphy picks it up, was well tackled, and the umpire said holding the ball.
Tremendous tackle by Damien Drum there. A desperate tackle, and he's really putting in Damien Drum, and a terrific example for all his teammates. The ball, after this 15-metre penalty, will be kicked almost down towards the centre. He ran very close to the man on the mark again. Bright flies, no mark. And he goes after it again with his teammate Morgan. Now it's Terry Bright. It's taken away though by Corkamillis. They've got the loose man in McConville. McConville towards centre half forward. Up they go. Is that a mark to Jeffries? The umpire is paying, yes, a mark to Paul Jeffries at centre half back.
Not sure whether he paid the mark or not, but he didn't give any indication.
That's right. I was waiting for that, Jack, and didn't see it.
Kick by Jeffries coming in toward the centre of the ground. Not a very long kick. Chance for Turner. Turner got away from Perovic very cleverly, looking for a lead from Jackson. He goes for a bounce and he's messed that up. Taken by Reid. Reid gives it back out to Perovic. Perovic goes out wide. A chance for Corker-Mealis all by himself. Boss closing the gap, but Corker-Mealis got a hand pass back to Meldrum. Back to Corker-Mealis it goes. Not a good hand pass though. And then once again the ball eludes them. Meldrum goes in, got tackled too high, got pushed in the back, and he'll take the free kick.
Oh, gee, and Damien Drum ran straight past the ball and fumbled it also. So this could be 15 metres against Andrew Buse if he's not careful. Umpire telling him to get out of the way as Meldrum kicks towards Hunter against Malarkey. That's been a great duel. There's Big Flanagan over to Card. Card on the right foot, hooks it back towards half forward. Waiting for it is Glascott. Onto the right foot he goes. Gives in the handball pass to Marcoux. Oh, he's caught with the football, Marcoux. And that should have been holding the ball.
Well, Darren Flanagan, he asked something from the heavens, but he didn't get an answer, I'm sure.
Well, he had a chance to get rid of it, Jack, and he didn't.
Yes, he was on the second occasion. The umpire should have paid the holding the ball decision. Chance for Fraser Murphy going forward. Look at the breeze. Push that. Pushed it right away for only one.
Looked a goal off the boot.
Yeah, the breeze has pushed it right across. There was a very strong breeze coming through that gap between the stands.
Well, that's where you have to. That's where the higher you kick them on those windy days, they just float away. If he had have driven that one low, it probably would have been a goal. As we see Tui about to bring it into play. Scoreboard 3-14 Geelong. Carlton on 8-10. It's on half back as we see Brian Peake onto the left foot, up high towards half forward. O'Keefe against Reid. Reid knocks it down to McConville. McConville, a lovely smother there by Andrew Buse. Goes in after it on centre wing onto the left foot. Now he should try and centre the ball. He was looking down there, and it's English taking the ball. He was looking for his little mate down there, number 19 for Geelong in Bruns. It's taken away for Carlton and brought right up towards centre wing where the mark has been taken by Meldrum.
Meldrum looking for the chance to play on, gets a hand pass into Marcoux. Marcoux's pace gets him out of trouble, and from half forward flank he drives into the big pack within 35 metres of goal. They all go for it. Ashman again going goalward, not a long kick. He's put it up into toward the goal square, but something happened behind play and the umpire is giving a free kick to Geelong. The free kick was against Hunter, I believe, and Flanagan, or no, Tui will take the free kick for Geelong. So Tui should come straight down the ground, a shocker off the side of the boot. It'll come to turf. No one can take that mark cleanly. They can't get it out cleanly either. Glasgow tried to get it out. Eventually goes back into the pack and we'll have to see a bounce.
Yes, a game of mistakes, and I don't think you could blame it entirely, Jack, on the win. I think both of these sides, I don't think either side has been that impressive today. They'd have to improve 100% to beat Hawthorn and Essendon, the top sides, but still Carlton, that sort of side, you can never write them off. They've got so many talented players. Geelong have to improve considerably as the ball is on half forward flank. It's grabbed by Meldrum, caught with the ball, gets in the hand pass to Corker-Mealis, back to Justin Madden. The ball is smothered. In goes Marcoux. Heavy knock there by Malcolm Reid, and the umpires plucked the free kick out of this one. It's handed across there to Bolton. That was from Jeffries. Towards centre wing the ball goes. Beautifully done, Michael Turner. Now's a chance for the Cats as Turner strides down the ground. He'll have to kick it quickly. The siren must be close. Turner stabs at the ball. Two Carlton players go back and have a raffle. Where's the Geelong forwards, Jack?
Well, Turner didn't even seem to kick that very hard. He was trying to kick a goal, but didn't seem to put the boot right behind it. Now we see out there Perovic on the half-back flank. A beautiful pass finds Marcoux, but he doesn't hold it. And it's off his boot. I thought it went out of bounds on the full. The umpire said no, a boundary throw in.
Well, I think if you wanted to learn how not to play forward play, you'd come and watch Geelong play, because their forward setup is disgraceful. Centre wing. Hand pass from Michael Cole across to Bolton. Bolton kicks high. Bright from behind. It hits the deck, and it is a free kick to Carlton for too high to McConville. But there's the siren to end the third quarter here at Cardinia Park. Carlton, 8 goals, 10, 58 to Geelong, 3-14, 32.
Welcome to Seven's Big League final quarter game, or final quarter of the game from Cardinia Park between Geelong and Carlton. And Carlton are leading Geelong by 26 points. Carlton kicking with the breeze. Naturally, Geelong against it. Geelong have done everything wrong today. Now they're trying to get forward through Bolton. He drives the ball up toward Jackson, opposed to Dool. Dool in front. Jackson can't take the mark. Peake goes goalward, but it's way off target after the breeze picks it up and drives it right over the boundary line on the full.
Well, Brian Peake probably thought he was under pressure there, Jack, but he could have run right into the open goal because, but he's not to know that unless a teammate tells him. There's David Glascott right up in the back pocket, about to bring it back into play.
Carlton led by 23 points at half-time. Geelong kicked 1 goal 8 in the third term with the breeze, and Carlton kicked 2-2. They now lead, as I told you, by 26 points.
The ball out of bounds on the half-forward flank for Geelong. A shocking third quarter by Geelong, a very poor forward exhibition as they left Jackson down there. No, the Little Rovers didn't get down there to help him out, and the defenders for Carlton had a very, very easy time of it, and as a consequence they kicked a lot of points in that quarter. In fact, how many points was that, Jack, in that third quarter? 1 goal 8 Geelong kicked, and that probably blew the game. But still, Flanagan's in there battling hard. Mossop went off early in the match after copying a very, very heavy knock. The ball is being held to Terry Bright there, and the bounce obviously will take place. They also lost Scratcher Neal early in the game with concussion.
Yes, he did come back on the ground, but then had to leave again. Bruns tried to get the boot to it. Perovic can't get it out, or was it Jones? Jones couldn't get it out. Now it's been driven down to the wing position on the outer side of the ground where Marcoux is in there, and also Drum of Geelong. And the umpire said a free kick will go to the man on the ground down there, and that's Damien Drum. He plays on with a hand pass, and Geelong need to get it moving quickly as Peake kicks up to the half-forward zone. Bolton again picks up. Can he find Jackson on this occasion? Once again, no help for Jackson at all. The ball thumped away by Dool. It comes down towards Turner. In there is young Morgan. Turner picks up, tries to weave through the pack. His kick goes straight toward the boundary line. In pursuit is Buse, can't take it. And 27, English comes out, gives it to 28, Corker-Mealis. He shoots it down to Ashman, who's collared. But he's had a million kicks today. He won't worry if he doesn't get this one, but he did.
That's about kick number 24 for the game, and a beautiful mark. Is that Peter Dean again?
He's taken some marks, hasn't he?
That's well he gets up. Yes, that's Peter Dean. He's taken 4 or 5 glorious marks today at centre-half forward. That's probably the best of them as he gets it down towards Johnston, who flies. He can't take it, though. It's Marcoux caught with the ball. Gets in the hand pass to Meldrum. Onto the left foot goes Meldrum. Which way will it bounce? It's swinging back, and not enough. 1 point only.
Carlton take their score on now to 8 goals 11, 59 points. Geelong 3 goals 14, 32 points on Seven's big lead. The scoreboard showing that, and the time clock showing 3 minutes into the final term. Warren Jones can't take the mark. Dean can't get there. Turner picks up. A hand pass comes back to Card, but not a good one. The ball bounces badly for him. Blackwell picks up, got pushed to the back, and he'll take the free kick. Geelong have made every mistake in the book, and then they've repeated them about 3 or 4 times.
Here's the kick from Dean towards the pocket to Hunter. No mark. Malarkey is, well, Malarkey, you've got to give full marks to Malarkey because he's played Hunter very, very close. We know what a champion Hunter is, but Malarkey also would probably come into that category as the kick comes down. Oh, look at Dean. Comes in with the ball, overruns it though. They're going hard after it. Jeffries gets in the hand pass. Geelong have had a touch of the fumbles through most of the day. Morgan caught with the ball, gets in the hand pass. Now it's big Justin Madden. A long hand pass. Bruns goes into intercept. Now it's Aspin. Here's danger. Over to Johnston. Beautifully picked up. Snaps at the goals and puts it through for another behind to Carlton.
Well, in the first term, when Geelong had the breeze, they could only kick 2 goals 2. Carlton did very well in that first term to kick 2 goals 1 and only trail by 1 point. Second quarter saw Geelong kick only 4 points and Carlton kick 4 goals 8. And from that half-time break, Geelong have never recovered. Carlton looking good on the scoreboard and looking good on the ground. The ball bounces up nicely for Glasgow. His hand pass wasn't good to Perovic. The kick by Perovic not that clever either. It comes off the boot now, comes over towards Terry Bright. He moves the ball up around the members' flank to Turner. Turner can't take it. He's well tackled by Blackwell, taken by Reid. Reid gets it back toward Blackwell. Bolton goes in but left the pill behind. Blackwell hand passes out. It's tapped out again toward Buckley. Buckley put his body in, but O'Keefe upset him. O'Keefe tackled, but the ball held to him. The umpire said and a bounce will take place.
Yes, this is umpire Rowan Saws, centre wing. Wow, Jones against Flanagan, who's had to shoulder the ruck responsibility with Mossop off the ground. They've certainly missed him. Well, cleverly done, Jimmy Buckley. Smothered, though, by Malcolm Reid. Kicked away by Michael Cole on the left foot. Still in play as Wayne Blackwell picks it up and casually proceeds to kick it straight out of bounds on the full. Kick down there to be taken by Morgan, or was it touched off the boot? The boundary umpire. What's happening here?
Well, I thought it was out on the full, so did Blackwell, so he'll be happy to see a boundary throw-in taking place.
Well,
Warren Jones getting They were doing a bit of shepherding there. Flanagan gave Johnson one to go on, but Dean gives it over to Corker-Mealis. Corker-Mealis thought of a hand pass. I don't know why he did that. He could have kicked it. The ball down there with Malarkey being held, but the umpire said there's a push in the back, and the push in the back will go the way of Gary Malarkey. Gary Malarkey on the half-back flank position. It's Carlton on 60 points, Geelong on 32 points. 28 points separate the teams and the home side down the drain at present. That's Geelong at Cardinia Park. No mark taken, picked up by Corker-Mealis. Now it's Bolton's turn. He's in trouble. He rode a couple of bumps well, got out of it all right too. He gets one up over the head of Turner, up towards little Andrew Buse, but he's caught. Broke away nicely. His hand pass finds Turner. Turner's left foot kick goes, does it go out in the full? Just about did. It bounce just inside the boundary line.
Yes, and when they've been kicking into the wind, Geelong, Jackson's been coming right down towards the half-forward line, leaving no one up in the goal square. So even if they do get it, they're finding it difficult to score goals. A big knockaway comes to Blackwell. He ducks back, cops one high around the neck, and there's a bit of a blue going on behind the play.
Got another one. Yeah, yes, Jackson and Doo over there with a bit of pushing and shoving.
Watch out, Jacko.
There's Jackson and Big Warren Jones having a few words to say. I think it's sorted itself out. The umpires aren't too concerned because they're not even looking at it. So the bounce, well taken by Johnson. He got tripped going through there. Could have been his free kick. Reid tries to get it out, can't do so. Corker-Mealis finds Dean. Dean's left foot kick comes down to the half-forward zone. Malarkey sets himself, and the strength and steadiness of Malarkey taking the mark, giving it out to Jeffries. He drives up the wing position, looking for a teammate. Can't find one in Toohey. Flanagan can't pick it up either. Dean loses it. There's a chance for Morgan, but he can't pick it up cleanly, and we'll see a bounce taking place on the centre wing position in the shadows of the stand. Carlton 60 points, Geelong 32 points, 28 points. The difference in this game at Cardinia Park on Sevens Big League. Umpire John Russo putting it down. His co-umpire Rowan Saws.
The knock-away comes to Montgomery. Back it comes to Buckley. Gets in a hurry. Kick to Ashman. Here he is again, Ashman. Over to Johnston. Onto the left foot. A high kick down towards big Justin Madden. Now, let's watch the pace here as we see. They both tripped over as they went for the ball. And, a comedy of errors there as the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. Right in that forward pocket for Carlton. But well, they're kicking with the breeze. Geelong making very heavy work of it as we see Justin Madden against,
Little Bruns.
Little Bruns went for the ruck work this time.
Well, Big Flanagan's about 40 metres behind the play. The umpire telling him to play on, but Ashman can't get to the ball before the umpire indicates a boundary throw-in. It's in Carlton's half-forward flank position on the outer side of the ground, about 65, 70 metres out from goal. Flanagan there, but Madden got the tap out. Who can take it away? No one could. And the umpire said there'll be a free kick going Carlton's way, and it will go to big Justin Madden. Now, he's not such a long kick, but if he gets it out wide enough, the breeze can help him a lot. He puts it up high. Not a bad-looking kick. It's a goal! A goal kicked by Madden. No one there for Geelong. Madden kicks his third goal, and he really puts the seal on the game here at Cardinia Park. Carlton 9 goals, 12, 66. Geelong 3, 14, 32, and very poor defensive work by Geelong.
Yes, there's no excuse for that to let a ball bounce through like that over the pack. There must be someone back in that goal square to tap it through or to do the smothering. And, he's played pretty well, Justin Madden, as far as marking. He's taken 4 or 5 very good, strong marks today, and he's kicked 3 goals, which have been very valuable on a windy day like this for such a big bloke. Here it is back in the centre of the ground. Doole's a long way out from goal. Almost, in fact, did lose his headband there, and he's not happy about it, as he gives Mark Jackson a decent old shove. Now, what's Jacko doing down there?
I don't know. He must have come down to see how they were, because there's nothing much doing up in the goal square where he's supposed to be. Bounce taking place where big Darren Flanagan got the tap down. Being held by Jones. His hand pass went toward Bolton. Diving through the pack was Montgomery, picking up and getting Carlton moving forward toward Meldrum. Another chance for Peake. Getting the ball out to Turner. Turner's pace should get him up there. There's no one in the goal square. It'd have to be a great kick to score. English dropping back. It is a great kick. That's a goal. Kicked by Turner. So why haven't they been doing that more often?
Right.
Carlton 9 goals, 12, 66. Geelong 4, 14, 38 on Sevens Big League.
Well, that's the kick that we were talking about earlier, kicking into the breeze, Jack. That was a beautiful kick by Turner. You must keep the ball low and drive him low. Too many players have been kicking him high and the wind grabs it, but that one kept going because of the fact he had that low trajectory on it. But a lovely goal to Michael Turner, and they badly needed that one. Maybe it will lift them a bit.
It'll have to lift them a fair bit, because we've been playing 10.5 minutes in the final term and 66 playing 38, Carlton leading.
Brian Peake, one of Geelong's better players today, on the left foot. Could have been a free kick to Michael Turner. It was for a trip, and he was being held as well. Now, Cats all of a sudden starting to look a bit better. Out wide to O'Keefe. He ducks back and marks. He's been a fairly quiet player today. Bruce Reed's been an excellent player for Carlton. It's on half forward. I think distance could be a problem here. Now you'll see this. We'll have to kick it out to the left-hand side of your screen towards the left-hand goal post. Let's see if the wind can do the trick. He kicks it out there, starting to swing back, but stayed almost on line and through for a behind.
Just started it out too far. Bruce Dool will bring the ball back into play now. Geelong moved their score to 39 points. Carlton 66. A short pass in from full back, but it's been disallowed because the umpire had not completed waving the flag. So Dool now, I think, will kick long because there are no short passes on, which he should have done in the first place anyhow. The kick right, it lands in the centre of the ground, marked by Perovic. Gee, that was a long kick.
Beautiful kick. Now let's see if Perovic can put it from the centre, down almost in the goal square. He elects to go for the short pass instead, and that was smothered off the boot. David Glass got a hand pass. Michael Turner starting to come back into the game again. Onto the left foot goes Turner. He keeps it around the boundary line, and eventually it rolls over the line and beats O'Keefe and McConville. Throw-in will take place almost on the half-forward flank position for Geelong.
Carlton leading by 27 points. Geelong in attack on the half-forward flank area where Reed will do the ruck work. Ball tapped down. Ashman couldn't quite grab it. Taken by Buckley. Glasgow asked for the hand pass, but Buckley said, I'll kick it long, and he does, down towards Hunter. Jeffries can't take it. Marku was there, but the umpire said a free kick will go to Jeffries of Geelong. The tackle, the umpire said, not the tackle, but he got hit over the head. Brian Peake takes the hand pass, gives it to Toohey. Toohey puts it up along the flank position, but sitting there all by himself is big Justin Madden. Turner on the scene a bit late. Now there he can play on now if he wishes, Madden. He's now woke up that he could do that. Ashman getting himself in bother, but then getting out of strife and driving out to Johnson, who's led out toward the wing position. The left-footed player gets back on the wrong foot on this occasion. He's on his right foot. He looks for a lead. He can't find one yet. No mark, a chance for Jeffries.
Paul Jeffries, half-back flank. Now he gets onto his left foot, which he was hoping to do. Oh, they've got loose men everywhere. Geelong, three of them. Raffle this one. Michael Cole up towards centre wing as he got someone to kick it to. Jackson. Up he goes. No mark, said the umpire. Well done, Bruce Dool. Taken away by English. English on the left foot finds McConville on half-back flank, who takes a nice, safe mark.
He should get it moving quickly from that half-back flank area, drive it right down to the half-forward zone. He's gone into the centre all by himself as Corker Mealis. No one to back up. A hand pass comes across to Glasgow now. A long hand pass. He goes forward with a high torpedo punt over the heads of everybody. It's going to run toward the boundary line. Jeffries won't try and get to it, or in fact he couldn't. We'll see a boundary throw-in taking place in the forward pocket for Carlton. 13 minutes, nearly 13 and a half minutes now gone in the final term. Carlton 9-12-66, Geelong 4-15-39.
Flanagan and Wow Jones. No decisive hit out there. Damien Drum will probably get a free kick here for holding the man, and he certainly will. Back pocket. Damien Drum, who started off on interchange today.
Haven't the crowd gone quiet, Peter?
They have, yes. Well, I think it's been a foregone conclusion for a couple of quarters. Now there's a bad kick. Hunter almost took the mark. It's grabbed by Corker Mealis onto the left foot, snaps it back. Wow Jones is there. Up he goes. Now it's a chance for Marku. Caught with the ball. Taken away, though, by the Geelong defence. This is Damien Drum. Oh, caught with the ball. Over there to Boss. Boss gets away with it. Now onto the left foot goes Mark Boss. Runs up towards the half-back line. And he kicks it, a wobbly one, but he's found a teammate in O'Keefe on centre wing. He gives it across to Bolton. Bolton onto the left foot, hooks it back towards half forward. Now here's a chance for the Cats. Jackson over the back and Morgan. Jacko's got it. He doesn't steady, fires away at the goal. Still in play, I think. Yes, bounces back to English. No one there for Geelong again on the forward line. We've seen that all day. Here's the star of the match, the little champ, Rod Ashman. He's had a magnificent day. Onto the left foot. How many kicks is that, Kevin?
Dean again.
26 kicks, and Dean has taken another beautiful mark, as he has done all day at centre-half forward.
Big Jones calling for the ball to be delivered long, but kick didn't have the penetration, and it dropped short and taken by Toohey. Up it goes now to Andrew Buse on the half-back flank position. He takes a bounce too. Geelong often do this, is grab the ball and bounce it. Now a shocking hand pass toward Bolton, back to Buse. Buse around the flank, going up along the wing position, but Madden's there, and going to say Jackson and Madden. 15 metres in, Jez goes Jackson again. I think the umpire will give him a clean hanky. He said he hit me in the face. Madden's kick in toward the centre. Players set themselves. Card in front. Dean has the ball thumped away. McConville gets a hand pass working. Down toward Meldrum. Here comes Mark Koo. Without opposition, he runs into the open goal. He straightens up, shoots, but he's off target. Only one behind. So Carlton not on target in this final term on Sevens Big League. Carlton 9 goals, 13-67, and Geelong 4-15, 39.
Well, I think that was a bit of frustration on Mark Jackson's part up there. On the other end of the ground, but well, it's not an easy day for full forwards. He's found it hard. Mark,
not an easy day for anybody.
Well, that's true, but full forwards are up there out of the play for a long period, and I think he's getting frustrated. We see Jimmy Buckley taking that mark. There he is, right, Ashman. This will be kick number 27, and let's see if he can kick a goal. He's already kicked 2. Let's see if we can put his third one on the board. He's a fair way out, but he is kicking with the aid of the breeze.
Going to use a torpedo, Peter.
Yes, well, little Ashy's had a tremendous day today. There's a low trajectory torp and marked by Well Jones right in the goal square. Over 2 Geelong players, and Big Wow has not had a great day today. He's contested well, but he will no doubt, although a few years ago he missed the sitter, didn't he, Jack, from right in the goal square?
He won't
cost him a game. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, gee, it wasn't a great kick, but it's still a goal.
Another goals at Carlton at Cardinia Park against Geelong. Geelong 4 goals, 15-39. Very disappointing effort, as we've told you before. Carlton 10-13, 73. Well,
Yes.
the time clock's just gone past the 17-minute mark, Peter. We're in the final term,
They've
of course.
had the game won for a long while, haven't they?
Well, they had the game won at quarter time.
Yes.
When they kicked 2-1 against the Breeze and held Geelong to 2 goals, 2 with the Breeze. And we said at quarter time, well, the writing's on the wall right now. And since then, it's been all Carlton. Geelong have had a few shots at goal, only managed 4 and kicked 15 points besides that. From the centre bounce, tapped out by Madden, a chance for Peake, who started the game off fairly well. He drives out toward Bright on the half-forward flank. Oh, centre wing position, really. He was forced over the boundary line. We'll see a throw-in taking place in a position halfway between the flank and the wing position. Forward flank for Geelong. Can they get it out of there? Can they get the ball up to Jackson, or can they get it up to someone who can kick a goal? Madden got the tap out. Bolton's there, or he and Peake had a bit of indecision there, taken by Buckley. He kicks it high towards Hunter and Malarkey.
Great effort by Malarkey there to take the mark. Boss comes in to lend a hand. Their back line back up well, Geelong, but their forward line just don't play the same way as their back line does, as we see the ball bundled to the boundary line, over the line, out of bounds. And full marks to Malarkey. He's had a tough job on Hunter, who's a great player, and he's fought it out well and still battling hard down in defence. Wow, Jones against Flanagan. Jones gets that hit out. Over to Bolton it comes. Bolton on the left foot. Terry Bright is marked on centre wing.
No one to give it to yet. There it goes now. A hand pass back to Bolton. He was actually tackled by Blackwell when he didn't have the ball. The hand pass went towards Marcoux. Meldrum's out of bounds. Did he keep the ball in or not? But the umpire said it will be a free kick to Marcoux against Bolton. The Marcoux coming back holding his mouth and signalling for the trainers to come out. So he must have caught one across the face. He goes for the short pass. Glasgow gets it out to Meldrum. Meldrum gets it moving quickly up towards Big Warren Jones. He can't take it. Ashman at the back. He pops it. No, he's missed it. Oh, he was nearly in the goal square, right on the goal line, or the goal square line, and he went for left foot snap at goal and just couldn't kick it straight. So from the full back position, as the scoreboard changes to show Carlton 74, Geelong 39. Geelong using handball to come out of defence.
Cole, tackle, Bolton. He's trying hard, young Bolton. Full marks to him. I think David Bolton has got a future at Geelong for sure, because he's really putting in this last quarter. And you know, the game is well won by Carlton, but he's still trying very, very hard. There's almost a mark to Reid. That's Malcolm Reid going in. Now it's O'Keefe. Over to Peake. Peake's been a good player today for Geelong. Lovely pass towards half forward where Darren Morgan takes a nice mark, and young Morgan's been a pretty quiet player today. All the Geelong Rovers have been a bit disappointing. There's the kick now. Jacko. It might be through though for a goal. Was that through? Touched. Now that's a funny decision.
Well, it's either a goal.
It's either a goal or it is still in play, I would have thought, that one, Jack.
Well, it couldn't have been a behind.
That's what
because
I thought.
they were behind the line when the ball hit the players, Jackson and Dool. So it had to be a goal for mine, but
strange decision.
Yeah, Jackson and Dill having a few words about it, but Carlton have come out in front on that one because it's only been awarded one behind. Kicked by Dool, lands right down in the centre of the ground. Card going after it there, but Dean has a bit of pace. Tapped the ball out in front of him. Another chance here for Geelong to get the ball moving through Drum. He has a bit of pace too, but he got caught on that occasion. He hand passes straight to Glasgow.
David Glascott gets around Damien Drum onto the left foot, hooks it back towards half forward. Up they go. Kenny Hunter flies. Oh, Corker Mealis over to Fraser Murphy. He's hobbling, but he goes into the open goal with a hand pass to Big Wow. He's got it. Kicks. Oh, it didn't get the boot to it, I don't think. In fact, it's still in play. Now it goes over the line. Oh, boy, and Big Wow, he's not happy. Have a look at him. I think he thinks he should have got the free kick.
Well, I don't know that he should have had a free kick. It wasn't the best of hand pass from Murphy.
Wide.
And a little bit wide for him. He tried to get back on the left foot and missed it. So Carlton moved 35 points ahead of Geelong with that minus score. The ball going out of bounds on the half-forward flank for Carlton on the outer side. 4-16, 40 points Geelong, 10-15, 75 points Carlton, and the time clock 21.5 minutes into the final term. Jones doing the ruck work, got the ball to turf. Oh, Dean got hit right across the head there, and now the umpire watching the activity in that pack has indicated a bounce will take place.
Half-forward flank for Carlton. Wow, Jones against Flanagan. Hurry kick comes down, and this could be a goal. Gee, that one just missed. The player who kicked that was Montgomery, and it almost bounced through for a goal, but it's another behind to Carlton. 10-16 to 4-16. 6 goals the difference. I think that's a pretty fair indication of how the game's gone. An easy mark dropped by Damien Drum near the boundary line. And still play on, said the umpire. That seemed to be in slow motion. Out it comes to Bruns. He has not had a good day today, Neville Bruns, and he fumbles that one on the boundary line, and over the line it goes and out of bounds. So Geelong little men, very, very disappointing.
Jones will do the ruck work against Big Flanagan. Tap out comes to the back of the pack. Who can get it out? There's a chance now for Buckley to move it out of the pack, but there's a high kick. Ashman underneath it, can't take the mark. Glascott's there, dives in on top of the ball, being tackled now, tried to get rid of it, couldn't do so. Reid got tripped, and he will take the free kick. So Malcolm Reid at the half-back position for Geelong, nearly at the true centre half-back position. Geelong players start to move away very slowly. Reid gets it moving with a very high kick up toward Little Morgan. Now, not the size of Morgan opposed to Perovic and Big Madden.
Oh, gee, that was a mismatch if ever it was. 2 against 1 and 2 big tall blokes. There's Malcolm Reid getting it out to Michael Cole. Over to Ray Card. He'll be a better player with the match under his belt. Up towards half forward, and Darren Morgan to Little Buse. Andrew Buse lines up the goals. Now, this could be a goal coming up to the Cats. It bounces and hits the post. In fact, that could have bounced. I wonder if that bounced over the line and hit the back of the post.
No, I don't think it was over the line before it bounced. It bounced at nearly right angles, Peter, and then it went across and hit the goal post, so Geelong can't kick a goal. Taken by Glascott on the outer side. He breaks away from the tackle fairly easy. Gave it over to McConville, who goes long down to English. What's he doing down there? He got it over to Glascott now, and Glascott moving downfield with a long kick, but Jeffries is the favourite here, but the ball may not bounce for him. He trapped it well. Gave it out now, and we see Drum of Geelong going forward. Bright takes the short pass and moves it further afield, and the ball has been taken by Peake.
Brian Peake, left foot, straight to a Carlton player though, and Jimmy Buckley. Now Buckley, since half time, has really come into the game and has looked at the old Jimmy Buckley. He's starting to get a bit of form back. Down to Big Wal Jones, up he goes. He's marked this one again, and this time he is 25 to 30 metres out directly in front, and he should be able to score his second goal of the match.
Well, only a few seconds away. We're nearly half a minute away from the time on period, so Geelong won't have to wait long to hear that final siren. 4-17-41, playing 10-16-76, and Wow Jones about to change the scoreboard, but he hits the post right on the very top. So Carlton off target also.
Big Wow knows how to miss him, doesn't he?
Carlton 10-17, Geelong 4-17. The difference in the game, 6 goals, and you don't have to be Einstein to work that one out. Time clock now getting up toward the 25-minute mark of the final term. Gary Malarkey looking for somewhere to go. Favours the members' side of the ground. That's the attacking flank. Meldrum got in there, couldn't take the mark, and mark has been paid to Boss.
Mark Boss, and that's 15 metres against Paul Meldrum. Mark Boss. A nice kick He's looking for O'Keefe again. Little Bruns punched away by O'Keefe, knocked on towards Buckley. As I said, Buckley's starting to come back into form. That was holding the man. It should have been to Jimmy Buckley there. Grabbed by Wayne Johnston. He hooks it high. Hunter against Malarkey. Here they go again. And once again, the ball eludes the two over the line out of bounds. But a terrific duel, with honours, of course, going to Malarkey, I would think.
Carlton 10-17, Geelong 4-17. The game at Cardinia Park on Sevens Big League. Carlton running out winners. Hunter takes the ball from the boundary throw-in, picked up by Jones, who tried to get a snap toward goal. It was smothered. It's in the pack now. Now where Geelong tried to get it away. They're moving it now, and Tui gets a hand pass away over to Big Flanagan. Out it goes toward Card on the centre wing position. Card looks for, thought of a hand pass, eventually got one away to Morgan. Morgan on the left foot swings in toward the centre half forward area. Jackson's there. Jackson missed the easy mark and got into the back of Reed, so it's Reed's free kick.
Well, Jacko's dropped 3 or 4 sitters today on his chest as he comes down. In desperation, he's come down the ground to try and get a kick down around centre half forward because he's found it difficult up at football, and of course he's had the great Bruce Dool on him. There's Montgomery with a low trajectory kick right down towards the pocket, knocked away. Well done, Damien Drum against Fraser Murphy. Hand pass to Ray Card. He runs up towards centre wing. No one to kick it to. Out comes Bruce Dool. Now it's Little Bruns comes in. He gets bundled out of the way. Perovic's been a star player today. Kicks the ball towards Corcomelis. He overruns the football. It's on the half forward line. Well done, David Glascott. Big Flanagan goes after it. Beautiful football, but in the end he gives it straight back to Corcomelis. Now Glascott, now Fraser Murphy. He lines up the goals from 30 metres out, and he has missed and put it through for one behind. So they're finding goals very hard to score.
Carlton 10 goals, 18-78. Geelong 4-17-41. You're on Sevens Big League, 27 minutes into the final term. From the full-back position, Jeffries does the kicking in, up towards Boss. Boss there taking the mark on the half-back line. Thought of a hand pass. Now he eventually gets one going. And Geelong through Reed, take the ball forward. It's up to the centre wing position, but it's running out toward the boundary line. We'll see a throw-in taking place on the wing position members' side of the ground. Carlton 78, Geelong 41. The time clock, 27.5 minutes into the final term. Madden doing the ruck work, got the tap out the side, a chance for Meldrum. He follows the ball through well. Peake does the tackling. Meldrum nearly threw that one out, taken by Bolton. Bolton kicks up toward Little Morgan. Can't take the mark. Perovic comes barging through the pack. Had the ball near the boundary line. He may run it out, and the ball has finished over the boundary line, and the throw-in will take place on the half-forward flank for Geelong. Geelong needed goals early. They need them now, but the time clock says they're not going to get them because 28 minutes have gone in this game at Cardinia Park.
Half-back flank for Carlton as Michael Cole knocked away from him by Bruce Reid. Grabbed by Assman. Another hand pass by Assman. What? I thought he handballed the ball perfectly, but the umpire said he threw it. But there's the siren. Carlton far too good. Carlton kicked 10 goals, 18-78 to defeat Geelong at Cardinia Park. 4 goals, 17-41.